So, Kazuha, care to share the stories of your travels in Mondstadt?
Yes, do share. I'm sure since it's been so long you'd like to hear about Inazuma as well, but that's old news. Let's hear what you have to say first.
Alright, since you're so keen to know. It's very different from Inazuma to say the least. Their warriors, knights, follow a code as do our samurai, however I believe their chivalry differs greatly to our Bushido. As well as this, they have no women as warriors. They do wear armor though, however it looks very different from ours. They are also led by a king instead of a shogun and shogunate. They don't have anything of the sorts like Inazuma's shogunate.
If not a shogunate, then how does their government work?
As I said, they have a king, which has power over everything and everyone, except the church can override the king at times. The king has lords which offer loyalty and military services to the king. The lords have knights which offer jinnage and military services to their lords in exchange for food, protection, and shelter. Then the peasants and serfs farm the land and pay rent in return for food, shelter, and protection.
What about their merchants? Are they below the peasants?
No, in fact merchants are highly valued in Mondstadt, whereas peasants are not. They are treated very poorly despite their large numbers. Quite the contrast to Inazuma's decent respect for peasants as well as us having no need for merchants as they provide nothing of their own.
Interesting. How was their daily life then?
Yeah, it seems so far they are very different to us. I too am curious. Were their men responsible for the household? Did they serve and look after the household as well as manage finances? Did their children assist in domestic tasks as assigned by their parents or elders?
Actually it's quite different. The men in Mondstadt do basically everything, and women just stay at home to cook, clean, take care of kids, and just do domestic stuff. They're seen as objects and have little use other than housekeeping and such. Their children don't assist in domestic tasks as the mother does all of that.
I see. How about outside of the household?
The women of Mondstadt don't have much life outside of the household. Very hard to believe compared with the Natsumayan women being able to work and even be samurai. Mondstadt's women can't really do much of anything right-wise.
What about their food though? To be honest, the only thing I'm interested in.
Their food mainly consists of cabbage, beans, eggs, oats, and brown bread. Widely different to our seafood, rice and vegetables.
What about their clothing?
Well, it wasn't the smocks, trousers and overcoats, skirt trousers, sashes, and short jackets, or kimonos we know of. The wealthy and noble wore mainly tunics or jackets with hose, leggings and breeches, as well as furs and jewelry.
Curious. I really must see this all for myself someday. It sounds very curious.
Well Tomo, you can do that later, for now let's hit the hay. It's getting late.
Beto's right. Good night, both of you.
All right then, night.